All right, so for tonight, I'll be talking about this problem on Leeds code, and the problem is very simple. We're supposed to look into an array for example, something like this. So, given an array of integer nums and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they can add up to target. Right? As and you may assume that each input will have exactly one solution. You may not use the same element twice. So if we have something like this, it's saying that, and the target is 9, 2 and 9, so you're going to return the zeros, the index 0 and 1, right? If you have like 6, you're going to return 2 and 4, which is index 1 and 2. Remember, arrays have index 0, 1, 2. If you have 3 and 3, you're going to return 0 and 1, 0 and 1, right? Because they both add to 6. Now, if you are not able to find your target in your array, you are going to return an empty. So what we did, right, is actually the solution that we did. Well, before you look into solution, you can actually give it a try, right? So you can pause the video and give it a try. Now, the solution is actually very simple. You receive the list. This is in Python. You receive the list, the targets, right? Now, what we simply do is we get the length of the array, so which is what we do here. Then put like an infinite while loop, and for each for each number, for example, let's say this is the array being passed in. We get the length, which is going to be 4. We start with in 0, right? And we have a second index. Then we are going to generate an index of 1, 2, and 3. That's what we did here. And we go through each of those index and we check if the element in this index, if you add it to our start index, so element at our start index, if we add it, is it going to give us the target? That's what we did. And we also check that this index, the start index and the second index are not the same thing. If, once we are not able to find what we are looking for, we increase our start index by 1. So remember, our start index was 0, so we're going to increase it to 1. And our second index is going to be from 2 and 3. So it's going to be, then we compare this. But for this particular array, the solution is going to be found on the first loop, right? Now, if we're not able to find our target, we simply return an empty array. So that's what we did. And if you run this, if you submit this, it should run about it should run for about come on. Yeah, the same minute. All right, so it should run for that number of minutes and takes care of the solution. So that's the solution for this one, for this particular video. Um, um, for those who haven't try to solve it, right? Give it a try. If you come up with a different style of solution, you can paste it in the comment section. All right, that's it.